What up, guys? This is Kalo. I am the host of the Running the Ropes podcast, and I am joined by my co-host.
What, boys? It's the voice of Westchester, New York, DJ AIM.
You know, we're recording this on Valentine's Day, and there's no greater love.
Are you going to tell me that you love me?
No.
No.
There's no greater love than the love of Ronda Rousey in WWE.
You mean Rowdy Ronda Rousey?
Do you sense my sarcasm?
Yes.
Okay, because that is what we're going to be talking about in this episode of Running the Ropes, episode 4. We're going to be talking about Ronda Rousey, Rowdy Ronda Rousey, here in WWE, especially on Monday Night Raw. Now, we just got the news on Monday that she is going to be signing her Monday Night Raw contract at the Elimination Chamber. So that means she will not be on SmackDown.
Which a lot of people thought she was going to.
Which, remember, we talked about, I think we talked about in episode 1, that she would be going on to WrestleMania to face Charlotte Flair. That was kind of the rumor going around. But would she be added to the Raw Women's Championship match? Who knows? Or they were talking about that angle with The Rock versus Triple H and Stephanie McMahon.
Or with Kurt Angle, because The Rock has movies coming out. It could be Kurt Angle. It could be Braun Strowman.
I heard a lot about Braun Strowman.
Yeah.
Because there was that whole thing at Survivor Series with them.
Yeah.
But getting back to Ronda Rousey, this is an interesting subject. Because at first, Ronda Rousey in WWE, we all were saying that she was going to debut in the Women's Royal Rumble, that she was going to be entrant number 30 and win the whole thing. But she wasn't. Asuka went on to win the Royal Rumble. And then 5 seconds later, who comes out? Rowdy Ronda Rousey. I'm surprised I said that in the right way because it's very confusing.
Triple R's.
Triple R. Ooh, Triple R versus Triple H.
Oh.
But
WWE bucket.
yeah, but she comes out and she's rocking the leather jacket.
Roddy Piper's outfit, basically.
Yeah, that's what she's going with. And because I don't see her doing the Sonya Deville gimmick, the MMA fight.
Oh, you know, because you have two MMA. You have one that does NXT right now,
yeah,
and then you have the one with the Riot Squad.
Yeah, and I don't see her, because apparently her whole gimmick was supposed to be like serious. I'm gonna kick your ass, like that stuff.
That would be badass.
Yeah, but you know when she came out, she was all smiling.
Yeah,
she wasn't supposed to be. She was just that excited to be on the Royal Rumble.
Maybe she was too excited to point at the sign, like I could do it, guys.
Those points, like I love Ronda Rousey, loved her in UFC, but those points. I mean, Ollie Davis from Wrestle Talk News did this perfectly. Like, she was pointing a hole through that sign. Like I thought her arm was gonna fall off because all she did was like walk, smile, point, like stand there, look. Point.
It's like, I know I wasn't in the Rumble, but I fucking going to WrestleMania.
Yeah, like that. She was it. And Asuka, oh my gosh, give that woman, I don't know, a pay raise. I don't know what, a championship. Ronda Rousey went over to her and tried to shake her hand, and Asuka just slapped it. She was like, nope, that's not happening. And after the Royal Rumble, Ronda Rousey received a lot of backlash because people thought that her debut after the Royal Rumble overshadowed it.
You know, you can't praise people because if you had her in the Rumble and have her win the Rumble, you'd be like, you have someone like Ronda winning the first ever Women's Royal Rumble, even though she's not a wrestler.
Yep.
So it was either have that or have her debut after, and I think they did a better job debuting, and I don't think it overshadowed Asuka.
Yeah.
Because it was, no matter what, the first ever Women's Rumble. You can't outshine that.
Yeah, that's the thing, and I hinted at it in episode 1, where I was like, you can't have Asuka in this match. Have the undefeated streak and have her lose. Because that's kind of like, oh, well, she lost in the Royal Rumble. Well, she lost then, or she lost in the whatever. That's why she was the sole survivor at Survivor Series, and that's why she won the Royal Rumble. Because this undefeated streak is being billed as the biggest thing in the WWE right now.
Next to Goldberg's streak, they're trying to build it like that.
And it just shows you that with Ronda Rousey's signing, they offered her a lot of money. So obviously they're putting money into the women's division. They want to make this as like the men's division, pretty much at the same level. That's why the Women's Royal Rumble was last on the pay-per-view. And that's why Ronda Rousey was the big talk of the town.
That's absolutely right. And speaking of being big town, like you said, Kurt Angle made the announcement that she's going to sign her Raw contract at Elimination Chamber. And there's rumors saying that the reason why they put it at the Elimination Chamber is like the ticket prices for the Elimination Chamber it's not that good. They wanted more people to grab their attentions, and Ronda is that big money person that could bring her in. But the question is now, do you give her, is her contract like Brock Lesnar's, that you keep make her coming only in the big 5 pay-per-views.
Well, this goes back to a quote where she said before or after she debuted, she's like, "This is my life now. I'm devoting 100% towards this." So that means she's going to be on these shows full time. She's going to be a full-time women's wrestler. And you and I both know, being wrestling fans for as long as we've been, contract signings never go according to plan. Like, you never get someone signs their contract and walks off. No problem. Do you see, because right now I think, is the match between Asuka and Nia Jax supposed to happen at Elimination Chamber?
Well, the Asuka versus Nia?
Yeah.
I haven't heard anything from that. I believe so. Don't quote me.
I think it's supposed to happen. I don't know. I'll see later on. But I can see Ronda Rousey's feud going into WrestleMania.
Being Nia Jax.
Being Nia Jax. Because if she can't beat the streak, because obviously Asuka isn't losing to Nia Jax.
No. I think it's going to be no count out. Make Nia still look strong.
Yeah.
But then what about Stephanie? Because there's, like I said, we talked about rumors. Triple H and Stephanie versus Rock and Rowdy. Oh, Rock and
You mean
so
Ronda?
Kurt and Rowdy and Braun, or Braun and Rowdy. There's a lot of ways it can go.
Yeah, because you got the Triple H feud with Braun Strowman after Survivor Series.
Yeah.
Those seeds have been planted, which I think that was the backup plan, because I don't think they have anything for Triple H right now besides this Ronda Rousey thing.
Yeah.
The only thing that is keeping this match from happening is The Rock, because of his movie schedule,
Yep.
and that has a lot to do with
Scheduling.
scheduling. And if you remember at WrestleMania, the one in New York, was that 29?
29, yeah.
That was 29. He got injured during that match. And then he had to go. The studio that was producing Hercules at the time had to be put on hold because he had to heal his injuries and he couldn't film. So there's a lot whenever you're a wrestler and a movie star. You have to make sure you sign these contracts that say, like, hey, I'm going to be wrestling in this time. If I get hurt and it costs production X amount of money, I'll have to make it up. But getting back to this Ronda Rousey deal, she's doing this full time. She's going to be on Raw featured, and that's pretty much the brand to go with because it's Monday night. It's the most watched show.
It's the flagship show.
It is the flagship show. Ronda Rousey as a character, do you think that she'll translate well, or do you think that she's just going to be Ronda Rousey? Like, that's her thing. She's just there.
Just be like basically a female version of Brock Lesnar. You're there to kick ass, to take names, and you don't care who you hurt or who you have to go through.
Yeah, I can definitely see going down the line. She's going to fight in UFC attire. That's like a given. That
has to be.
Because I don't see her rocking like what Bayley would rock or like...
Oh, how, like something like Sonya Deville?
Something like Sonya Deville. I do see them clashing at some point. They have to. They have to. They're both UFC fighters or MMA.
Was Sonya Deville part of the 4 MMA horsewomen or no?
No, Deville wasn't. It was Shayna Baszler.
That's that's on NXT.
Yeah, and thank you for reminding me about that because that's another match they can do. They can do Becky, Charlotte, Bayley, and Sasha. Those are the 4 horsewomen of NXT or WWE now. And you got Jessamine Juke.
She's not signed though, is she?
No, but I'm sure they can do a one-off.
Yeah.
They could do Jessamine Juke, Maria Shafir, Shayna Baszler, and Ronda Rousey. Those 4 at WrestleMania. 4
That's the rumor that's been saying all back in the summer that was going to be the planned match for Mania. But then things went off. But if you can't get those 2 women, would you get Sonya Deville and the other girl from Absolution?
Mandy Rose?
Yeah, Mandy Rose.
How can you forget Mandy Rose, man? She's a local. But I don't see it happening without the 4 horsewomen of UFC.
Yeah.
Shafir, Baszler, and all that. Just because Baszler's in NXT. I think she's just there to kind of get used to wrestling and kind of show that she can hang.
Yeah.
She was in the Mae Young Classic, and she was the finalist. With not Kairi Sane. Well, it was Kairi Sane.
Kairi Sane.
It was Kairi Sane. I don't know why I said it wasn't. But she is a proven wrestler already. Ronda Rousey has been at the Performance Center. Maria Shafir is married to Roderick Strong, so she obviously has to know some form of wrestling.
Yeah.
Jessamine Juke, I'm sure, can hang if Ronda Rousey can just get in the ring. So those are 4 capable women to wrestle versus Charlotte, Becky, Sasha, and Bayley.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a dream match that could happen at WrestleMania. No one really knows right now. The Triple H match is obviously another rumor.
Yeah.
And when it comes to WrestleMania, they always have backup plans for the backup plans for the backup plans because things don't go the way you're supposed to. Like, we were supposed to get Jason Jordan versus Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. We're not.
Well, no, even before that, we're supposed to have Dean and Seth at Mania.
And it just keeps trickling down. You keep losing those superstars. But Ronda Rousey has made such an impact in WWE in such a short amount of time. 5 minutes is all it took for the world to start talking about Ronda Rousey, Monday Night Raw, and what it means to this women's division. What are your guys' thoughts on Ronda Rousey in WWE? And let us know, do you think she's going to be getting the Triple H, Stephanie versus The Rock and Ronda Rousey match? Or do you think we're going to get the 4 Horsewomen versus the 4 Horsewomen?
You know what? There's only one way to treat Ronda Rousey. You know how?
How?
Make her a Paul Heyman girl.
Ooh. Because if Brock leaves, that can be a thing. Because I don't know how well she talks.
Yeah.
I mean, she can obviously talk, but you don't know how well she cuts a promo.
Yeah. Because if she was supposed to be serious coming down and she just starts laughing.
Well, she wasn't laughing. I think she was
just smiling.
She was excited.
Yeah, but speaking the first time on air or winning a women's title and being so excited when you have to be a badass.
True.
Yeah. And then you can have Paul Heyman only advocate tough MMA competitors.
Well, that's why I'm wearing the Paul Heyman shirt today.
Yeah, but
I'm a Paul Heyman guy.
Make Ronda a Paul Heyman girl.
That would be a smart move, especially if she's not that well on the mic right away.
Just look at Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar, sometimes I forget how he sounds.
Yeah.
Sometimes I think he sounds like Bobby Lashley, who's got a really high voice.
He has a really high scream, Brock.
Yeah, he does. And he makes faces.
Yeah.
I want to freeze frame every single second of his match. You'll find something worth me.
Put a couple up here. Just got a whole screen of Brock's face.
Whole gallery. But Ronda Rousey in WWE, it set the wrestling world on fire. And I'm sure this contract signing, something will come out of it. A rivalry heading into WrestleMania.
That's when we find out, when the road to WrestleMania continues and we see what goes on.
We will see at the Elimination Chamber.
The first ever women's Elimination Chamber as well. So, guys, stay tuned for that.
That is another big match, and who knows? She could be in it. Who knows? If they're adding Rollins and Balor, they can add Rousey.
No. Please, no.
But that about does it for Running the Ropes, Episode 4. I hope y'all enjoyed, and you can always follow me on Instagram at KEV_LOPES, and
you can follow me at Instagram at official_DJ AIM.
Let us know what you want us to talk about. We can talk about anything wrestling, or if there's just something you want us to give our opinions on, we'll be more than happy to. Running the Ropes, Episode 4. We will see you next week.